So this is the C2 Plus, and this, wait a second here. This is the C2 Plus Enhance. No, I kid. It's just a joke. Forgive me, Cat VR. Cat VR has sent me this treadmill out for free to test out and do a video on. I paid for my last treadmill, my C2 Plus, and I absolutely love the thing. So let's get into some of the upgrades that they made to this. This is like a refreshed version of their best treadmill. And like I said, thanks again, Cat VR. They're a nice company to collab with. And I promise you, if you watch to the end of this video, you'll see all the key upgrades that they've made to this enhanced version. So let's get into it. All right, so let's talk about the Cat VR shoes. Now, looking at the bottom of the shoes, there is a wheel here. This is gonna help it glide across the treadmill. You're also gonna have these strips. They're Velcro attached, so you can take these off. And they offer different styles of strips that you can use to give it more grip or make it more slick on the treadmill. The felt material stays there. This is kind of like a bowling shoe material to help you glide. And here's some of the strips right here to show you exactly what you get in there. There's different size ones made of different material. This is like a felt material. This is how it attached with the Velcro. And then this one is more of a hard plastic shiny material, as you can see. Now, as far as an upgrade to the insoles, these are the new insoles that Cat VR offers. There's a lot of padding back on the heel and also more padding, as you can see by doing a little flimsy test here. When I'm moving this, it doesn't really move around too much. So there's more cushion on the front of the foot also. This is the original one that's in there. Now, if we do the same test, you can see that there's a lot more flimsiness to it. And then if we put these side by side, you can notice the difference in the heel cushioning. So this is the upgraded insoles for more comfort. Now, as far as the sensors go, they're going to come in this box, this little tiny box. Now, I put one of the old sensors in there and one of the new sensors in there. And the reason I did this is to show the difference of what they improved upon these sensors. Now, with these sensors, they're going to blink left or right to let you know which one is which. But when you're charging them, they'll blink like this with both lights. And then I do believe when they're fully charged, both lights are continuously on. So here, right here is the sensor. It's like a mouse sensor. This is one of the old sensors. This would hook up with the old hookup right here. Now this had a plastic piece that kind of went over the hole and then you kind of push it in. Every once in a while, if you didn't push this in the right way, then your sensor wouldn't charge. So if you like woke up in the morning and you wanted to play, sometimes you would have maybe one shoe that didn't charge. And this wasn't really a big deal for me because I would just put it on and then charge it and it wouldn't take too long before I would be able to play. But with the new sensors, what they added these magnetic points, which are red and blue, but really you can't put it on any wrong way because this will just snap right into place. It's got a strong connection. And then if we're trying to pull it off and we're trying to put it in the wrong way, it just resists. It won't go on. So if we're trying to put it on the right way, nice and easy. So this is definitely an upgrade. So real quick, I didn't actually put the other sensor in here. This is your directional sensor, and I think you get the idea. There's 3 sensors inside this box, but this sensor actually recenters your treadmill, and it's done with a quick press behind your back on a button that's located near your waist belt. This is the module to the treadmill. Now this will be already connected to the bottom of the treadmill, so you won't need to do anything with this. But I just wanted to show this off because here's where the wiring harness goes in the back of the treadmill. Here's the power supply that goes in, and then this is going to be your charging cords for your sensors, your foot sensor and your directional sensor. And this is the micro USB port. Now this is the one that you're going to hook to the PC, and this is quite a long cord. So just wanted to show that off. This will already be mounted. The cords will already be connected, and they actually will be positioned onto the frame nice and neat with zip ties. So real quick, I wanted to show off this picture. This is me. I'm about 6 foot, and the box here is the box to the base. This is going to be your biggest box that you're going to have for the treadmill. It comes in 3 boxes, so this is the box that you're going to need help with. The other 2 boxes aren't too bad. Now, unfortunately, because I was short on time because of like shipment and stuff like that, I'm not going to show you how I put the treadmill together. I already did that. The base of the treadmill is already put together. I'm sure there will be other videos of content creators showing you how the unboxing goes and how to put these things together. But I'm going to show you some of the stuff that comes in with the boxes. So you get this screwdriver here. This is a Phillips head right here, and it also has a flat head that you can switch around to. You're gonna get a wrench that is size 13 and 10, a couple of different size Allen wrenches. Here's some of the hardware that you get, nuts and bolts and washers. There's an anti-static rod right here and a pair of gloves. And then this right here is your lube. So if you want to make your treadmill a little bit more slick, you can use this whenever you need it, and that's it. Now this piece right here goes to the bottom of the treadmill. There's quite a few of these that go to the bottom of the treadmill, and I actually didn't put these on my C2 Plus Plus, even though I probably should have. It makes it look better. It also, I believe, stabilizes it better. But there's more reason to do it now with the enhanced version, and I'm going to show you that right now by flipping this piece over. This is an upgrade. So this one right here, the sticker is showing this wheel right here, and this is going to help you move the treadmill easier. There's a 2 and a 3, so you're going to have 2 wheels, and they have to be placed with some stickers on the bottom of the treadmill. I'll show that later on. Also, there's a Velcro strap that you're going to take, and you're going to strap the waist support bar to the bottom of the treadmill along with this to move it easier. So real quickly, I want to show off how you can move around the base with the C2 Plus Enhanced compared to the C2 Plus. Obviously, there's no wheels on the C2 Plus, so you have to basically pick it up. But with this version having the wheels, the upgraded wheels on the bottom, and strapping the support beam with the Velcro strap, what you would do is you're just going to grab the frame of the base, you're going to pick it up, and then you're just going to slide it back and forth wherever you want it. So this definitely makes it easier to move the base around if you need to. Okay, so here's the water station. This is going to go over the top of the seat module. You'll pull out 2 bolts if you have it already installed. You'll put the bracket onto the 2 bolts and then bolt those in. If you do not have the seat module, then they offer this bracket right here. You'll have a center right here bolt and then 2 outside bolts, and that's where it's going to mount to. The bottle is made of plastic. It's BPA free and it's squeezable. Pretty basic water bottle, but pretty cool. Walk into VR. And then also I wanted to show that this Contigo bottle also fits in there. It's a similar size container, so you could use that for your coffee and you could use this one for your water. Now you may be asking yourself, what's going on here? Well, this is that Velcro strap I was talking about at the bottom of the treadmill. This helps move around the treadmill by making sure that the bar doesn't go into a 360 and whack you. So let me show you how it connects. We'll just lift this up right here. We're going to disconnect it real quick and then reconnect it. So now you would move this over here. You would move this up. You would take your Velcro strap. You're going to go through the buckle at the bottom, which is a little hard to see right now, but we're going to get it. And then you're going to stretch it enough and just latch it. And that's going to stop it from moving too much. Like I said, you don't want it going around in a circle and end up whacking you in the knees or in the fingers or something like that. So this is the bottom of the treadmill. Now these stickers right here, these arrow stickers, are showing off where you're supposed to put the wheels. So this is the number 1, 2's already connected. I'm going to show you one of those supports right here, which is the number 1, and I'm going to show you a little trick on how to connect these a little bit easier. So what you can do is you kind of try to push it in place, and it may get a little stuck. So all I do is I take the bottom of my shoe a little bit and just tap that in, and that's how you do that. So what we're looking at right here is the bottom of the base of the treadmill. Now this is that module that I was talking about that is mounted at the bottom, and one of the upgrades that they have added is this foam cushioning, and this is for noise reduction. Now I think the benefits you're going to see from this is going to be from if you live above someone, like if you're in an apartment or a second floor in a house, that's going to help with dampening some of that noise. But they've also changed the structure of the base in general, and it's supposed to be more shock absorbent and better for the joints and legs to walk on, and from first initial impressions it feels great to walk on, in my opinion. Now I do realize my old treadmill probably could use some oil, but maybe I'll do an updated video of how this thing is holding up after I put some miles on this thing. So just for comparison purposes, this is the bottom of my C2 Plus, and as you can clearly see, there's no noise reduction material at the bottom of this base. So this is a picture of me defeated because I actually didn't record when I was trying to do this challenge. I've done this challenge before where I walk from Orgrimmar to Thunder Bluff, and I see how many times it takes me to stop. Now, I didn't hit the record button, and I almost got to Orgrimmar before I realized, so I had to do the challenge all over again. So if you watch the video, the previous video I did on this with the old treadmill, I actually had to stop multiple times. I don't know how many times it was. I want to say something like 5 times. And to be able to walk from Orgrimmar to Thunder Bluff with the VR treadmill without stopping definitely shows me that there are some improvements. But like I said before, I do think you're going to have to treat your base with the lube to make it still feel like that day 1 experience that you're getting. So the other things I wanted to talk about is Cat VR said that this enhanced version does come with the seat module. So when you buy the enhanced version, you're going to get the seat module also. And then you're going to be able to do the add-on options. They have the armband, the water bottle, I think the insoles and stuff like that. And let's talk about also the software. So they gave me an alpha version of the software, and you're going to have this VR HUD. So I'm going to show that on the screen. Now the VR HUD is in the bottom right of the screen. You'll see HUD. It's going to be one of the options at the top right. You'll be able to click on that, and it's customizable. So this is kind of like an overlay that's going to be inside your headset. As you can see right now, I'm moving the boxes around. You can kind of put them where you want to. You can kind of put them all on one side or all up at the top. And you can also change the sizes, or you can completely turn all this off if you want to. You also see the heart rate to the right there blinking. I do not have the Armband right now. It is coming to me, and I will test it out, and I'll probably do a video in the future of this. So I got the Armband in just in time to edit it into the video. Here it is right here. I'm wearing it on my forearm. You're either supposed to wear it on your forearm or on your arm up here. It's adjustable. Basically with Velcro, you can latch it from both sides. There's only one button, and it's gonna blink blue when it's trying to connect. So you do need to use the USB dongle it comes with, or it won't work. And the charging of this is basically very similar to the foot sensors. It has a magnetic charger that just snaps right into place. So I'm going to do a little bit of walking around and show you how it works, and I'm also going to show you that the 4 boxes to the right of me here are what I'm going to see inside my headset as an overlay when I'm playing the game. Nothing else will show up, but it'll give me the data for my sensors up top, calories burned, distance walked, steps, and heart rate, and then my direction of basically my HMD and where I'm pointing. So go ahead and get into it. I'll compare it to my Apple Watch here. Right now, let's see, we're measuring on my Apple Watch. We're getting 113. We're at about 114 in the headset. So pretty comparable. We'll do a little bit of walking here. All right, about 120 now. 118 on the Apple Watch. 123. So very comparable. Up in the top left for me right here, I can see my foot sensors, the charge on that, the charge on the watch, and also the charge on my directional sensor. Without looking at the computer screen, I can see 4 minutes active. Heart rate is 128 right now, 225 meters looks like, and 329 steps. Now I'm going to move my head around, and you're going to see the direction. Now it's going to show the feet, but it's actually the direction that you're looking in. Now the Armband, water bottle, and insoles are optional accessories, but a lot of times Cat VR gives away these as free gifts with a purchase of the treadmill, depending on what sales they're running. So you'll have to check the website at that time to see what kind of sales they're running and possibly get one of these as a free gift or get all of them as a free gift. Can't promise you that that will be the case. Definitely check it out because they run a lot of sales. Also, you can get money off of a treadmill by using creator codes, or they'll have special codes for like spring, summer, and that'll give you a certain percentage off of the treadmill. But like I said, you can have it off, you can put it all to one side, you can put it all to the top, bottom, whatever you want to do. This is a nice added feature for the software that really makes you be able to track things better as you're playing in VR. You're also able to look at the levels of your sensors. Some of the other things you can go through here, they have rankings. There's ways to basically give feedback. There's some answers to common problems and questions. And there's also some developer games and stuff like that that you'll see also here. They also have badges and achievements that you'll be able to kind of strive to get. And they'll show all that data when it updates. Like if you have the Local S, you'll get a badge for that. If you have the C2 Core, then you're going to get a badge for that. You're going to get badges for the distance traveled and stuff like that. So pretty cool software, and pretty cool what they're doing to aim for certain types of goals and also keep track of your daily and weekly workouts and see where you kind of fall in with other people, and also where you fall in with yourself week to week and day to day. And if you want to check out my stream just to see this treadmill in live action soon, I will be on JER4MEY on YouTube, Twitch, and also TikTok. So can't wait to see you. At the end of this walk, I definitely felt it. I was sweating. I got a lot of steps in, burned a lot of calories. All that stuff is being tracked with the new software. It's really cool to be able to see what you're doing and keep track of stuff in real time. So this is definitely nice upgraded added additions to the treadmill and to all the other treadmills. That's it for me. Thanks for watching the video. I am out. Peace.